This is Hanging with Mrs. Housley. I'm Mrs. Housley. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Well, some of you I saw because we had our graduation caravan, which was like our parade. We had our graduation caravan last Wednesday, and thankfully it was such a beautiful day outside. The sun was shining. It was nice and warm. So what we did was we decorated one of our vans, one of our Park District vans. You guys have seen those before if you've taken a field trip with us. Yeah, so we decorated it a little bit, and then the teachers came. Not all of them. Mrs. L couldn't come. We missed her. And then we decorated the cars, and we had a parade. We went to each kid's house. We delivered a bag, which had a diploma inside, which is like a graduation certificate. And we had a book. We had some other stuff in there, some little gifts that we were able to give for graduation. It was so nice to see all of those shining, sunny, beautiful faces. And we saw parents. I think we saw some grandparents too, and it was just so nice to see everybody. We kept our masks on to be safe, and I think we all enjoyed ourselves. We were very tired at the end of the day, but it was such a great day. And the weather was beautiful, and it rained so bad the next day, but we were lucky because we had good weather. So today, since school is sort of over for us, at least at preschool, if we would have been in school, we would have been done by now. And then I know that the grown-up kids, the big kids who are in high school, their last day of school is on Friday. And then the younger kids, maybe some of your brothers and sisters that maybe go to a District 4 school, their last day of school is in about a week and a half. So yeah, school is sort of ending. So I didn't want to talk about school stuff today. What I wanted to do is some crafts, because what we have coming up on Monday is Memorial Day. And Memorial Day, it's kind of not really a celebration, but it's a time when we remember soldiers, men and women who fought for our country that weren't able to come home, okay? So Memorial Day is a time where we don't say Happy Memorial Day. We say things like, I hope you're remembering on Memorial Day. So I think that that's what we can do. And in honor of Memorial Day, we're gonna make things that kind of have to do with the United States, maybe the flag. So I have two things that I'd like you to do. Now, these are really easy things to make. I looked around, because I'm at school, I'm in the downstairs class today. I looked around for things in the classroom or things that we had here that were things that we didn't have to go out and buy. Things that you guys would have in your houses. So the first one I came up with, this is kind of a silly one. This isn't a real straw. This is called a coffee stirrer, but you guys could use a straw. This is my straw, and this is my rocket launcher. And ready? Whoa, that one just fell. And I made a whole bunch of them. Look at them. I made a bunch of them. Well, not that piece of string. So this is how you make them. They look like this. They're really simple. It's just a little piece of paper that I colored. There's a fuzzy on there. I colored it, and I'll show you how to do it. Looks like a tube. All right, first, ask mom or dad or grandma and grandpa for a regular old piece of paper. This is the kind of paper that you use in your printer for your computer at home. White is the best color because then you can color anything on it. I used a white piece of paper. So simple. Here's my piece of paper. Now, you're gonna need some help here, I think. Some of you can do this by yourselves, but I think you're gonna be able to do it. So this piece of paper I have already folded. So what you're gonna do, ask a grown-up to help you. Grown-ups, 12 pieces. We're gonna fold it in half this way. Okay, so here's the piece of paper. If you have it like this, you're gonna fold it like this. If you're holding it like this, you're gonna fold it like this. Fold it in half. Make sure you fold it real well. Now, you have to divide it into 3 parts. This is where the grown-ups are gonna help you, okay? This is math. And some of you can do this, but it's better if maybe a grown-up or an older brother or sister help you because it's easier for them to fold it into 3 parts. So what I did was I folded this 1 time, and then I folded it 2 times. So all of these are even. 1 and 2, okay? Well, that gives us 3, 1, 2, 3. I folded it. It's kind of hard to see. I folded it here, and I folded it here. Fold, fold, and I really made it flat. Okay, it's hot in this classroom. And then all you have to do is fold it one more time. And when I unfold it, there's gonna be 12 little sections, okay? Let's count them. You can pause me and count them. Okay, ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12. 12 pieces or 12 little sections. The next thing we're gonna do is gonna color this whole thing. So I have my markers and it's really hard for me to show you. Here's my folded piece of paper. So what I can do, I'm gonna do this really sloppy right now, so I don't really have a table that I can work on. What I did, I just made squiggle wiggles all over and I decorated. I did it neater. That's really sloppy, but that's okay. All right, so there's my red one. Maybe take a blue marker. Red and blue are the colors of choice, and white, because those are the colors of our country. All right, that's kind of sloppy. Oh, Mrs. Housley, that's sloppy, but it doesn't matter because it's fun. And then you can put some dots or some stars or whatever you want on it, but that's how I decorated it sloppy. The nice one is this one. I was able to make a fancy one. Nice and fancy. I just made wiggles and squiggles, and I made some stars and some dots and some little, I don't know, tiny dots and big dots all over the paper. And then I started to cut. So have a grown-up help you if you need help. Some of you don't need help to do this. Cut on those folded lines. You see, I'm cutting on the folded lines. And they don't have to be super neat. Just cut on the folded lines. You're gonna cut all of these little rectangles out. Woo! And when you cut them all out, they're gonna be like this. I didn't even cut that very neatly. My lines are kind of wiggly, but it doesn't matter because you're gonna just kind of roll this up. So the next thing you're gonna do, oh, you need tape too, which you didn't bring into the classroom with me. You're gonna take these and you're gonna roll them. Okay, you gotta kind of roll them around, making like a tube. Take your straw, roll it around. Okay, just like this, you're gonna roll it around. And then you're gonna tape it so it turns into a tube. And then at the end of it, grown-ups, help them out, fold it over and tape it, okay? I'll show you a good one that I made. So here you go. You see how I rolled it? It's a tube. Here you go, it's a tube. And I rolled it and then I taped it. Where's my camera? There. And then I folded it over and I taped that, okay? So then, one end is open, one end is folded. And you take it, put it on your straw. Oh, that one didn't work. Oh, let's try a different one. See, sometimes things don't work for everybody. Here we go, let's try this one. Oh, that one worked. And it went flying, yay. So that's my second one. The next project, you can pause me, remember, I'm rushing through this. My next project just takes 2 paper plates. You can use the big ones. I'm using the small ones because I felt like using smaller ones. I think the smaller ones work better. But if you have the big ones, it's okay. Make sure it's okay with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa that you're cutting these up. So what I did, this time I used crayon. You can use markers. You can use paint if you have it. I don't think everybody has paint. And you're gonna paint or color stripes, okay? I'm making stripes. Make stripes all over the paper plate. I'm not even doing it nicely. Some of you can color a lot neater than this, that's for sure. But right now I'm not doing it on a table. I'm doing it on my hands. Okay, so make your stripes look nice, okay? Make them look darker than this, or make them look like they're touching all the way, color all the way to the end, color all the way to this end, all right? That's this plate. This plate, you might need some help from a grown-up. You're gonna draw a star. Grown-ups can help. There's my star. Now I'm gonna color this star in. Color, color, color. I should make it a little bit bigger. Colored it in, cut out the star. So it looks like this. I cut it out. You can see that I poked 2 holes in it. I have a fancy hole puncher. This is a really good one, parents. Get this one, it's a good one. Better than those metal ones. I don't know where I got it, but it's a good one. So I clipped a hole in the top of the star and a hole right there in the star, okay? Then the magical part. Put that star aside and then take your scissors. Grown-ups, you can help. If you can handle this, little ones, use your scissors. Make sure grown-ups are around. I have big scissors and I'm gonna start cutting. Ooh, let's see if you can see this. Here, I'll cut from here. I'm gonna start cutting around and around. And I'm not stopping. Look at it, I'm making like a snake. And around. Grown-ups, I'm just cutting in a spiral. I'm not even doing this neatly. I'm not doing anything real fancy. I'm just doing it. Kind of fun. Okay, that's what I did. And now, flip it over. Look at that. You can color both sides of it if you really want before you cut this. But now you can see my stripes. I'm gonna take my hole puncher. If you don't have a hole puncher, grown-ups can help you poke a hole in it. Okay, look at that. So I poked a hole in it. And then you take a piece of string. You need 2 of them actually, 2 pieces of string. You can use string, you can use yarn. You can use a pipe cleaner, whatever you have. Tie a string onto this hole. Tie a string here, grown-ups, this is where you can help. And then tie a string to the bottom of the star. Tie that same string to the bottom of the star. This is all wiggly, there we go. And then tie a string to that top hole. And then if you look, here's my cool thing. My spiral. What's happening here? Oh, it's upside down, let's see. Let's fix that. Here we go. Okay, there we go. My stars and stripes. Very cool project, and it was only a piece of string. I poked some holes in it. 2 paper plates. These are really cool. So that's really all I have for today. What I want you to do is go enjoy this weather, because I'm looking out the window in the downstairs classroom. You can look with me. And it looks nice. It's a little bit cloudy, but it looks kind of nice. Sorry about my hand there. So go outside, enjoy the weather. It's gonna be harder and harder to stay in the house. So get outside and go practice riding your bike. Like I said before, scooters and jump ropes and chalk and there's so many things. You can go outside and color the ground with a spray bottle of water. That's something you can do. So these are fun things that you can do in celebration of Memorial Day, in remembrance. That means of remembering Memorial Day. Stars and stripes. You can even do this for the 4th of July. You don't even have to do this for those holidays. You can make any decorations you want on these. And then, oh, that one went behind me. That was a good one. All right, my friends, stay cool because it's getting hot outside. And just remember, we still miss you and we hope to see you very, very soon. All right, take care. Bye.